Hi and welcome back. I'm glad you're here with me today to continue learning our letters and our letter sounds. That's called phonics. And it's a good thing to learn before you can start to read, because all reading is putting those letter sounds together, and then you can read words. But before we get there, we have a lot of learning to do. My name's Miss Bridget. I'm a teacher. I've taught for many, many years, and I've taught this program to many, many children. And it worked really great for them in order to learn their letters and their letter sounds. So I'm excited to share it with you now. Do you know what letter we left on? We left on the letter J. So what comes after J? K, right. Here's the capital K and the lowercase. They look very much alike. And the sound that K makes is K. It's a very hard K sound. And every letter has its sign language. So to make the sign language for the letter K, you just make a fist, make the number 2. It looks like you're saying number 2, and then you stick your thumb up kind of in between those two. So it's like you're making a V, but you put your thumb up in between them. It's kind of tricky. Sometimes when we did this, I'd have to help the preschoolers get their fingers in the right place, and it's okay to ask for help also. That's the letter K. K. Did you think of what the animal might be? It starts with the letter K. 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 Did you think maybe it might be a kangaroo? Kangaroo starts with the letter K. And this is my kangaroo. All of these animals I'm using to teach you the letter sounds, I've had for many, 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 many years. I've taught them for many years to many preschoolers, and they're very well loved. They've had a lot of attention from my preschoolers, and they loved playing with them. But I love sharing them with you now today too. And the letter K, remember, make a V, put your thumb up. The sound is K. So we're gonna learn the cheer for K. Oh, I didn't say her name. It's a girl. Can you guess? Her name is Katie. Katie Kangaroo, because Katie starts with a K. Okay, let's go back to putting our sign language up, and let's learn our cheer. Her cheer goes K, K. That's the sound it makes for Katie Kangaroo. Kindergarten, keys and kids. Kittens, kisses, kites, kerchoo. K, K for Katie Kangaroo. That's her cheer, Katie Kangaroo. Now that we've learned the Katie Kangaroo cheer, let's look in our book to find things that start with the letter K. This is our big alphabet book. And here's the letter K. Do you see kite? And this is a fruit called a kiwi, and a koala bear, and a kayak, and a kangaroo. And here we have keys, and a kettle, and a kitten. Those all start with the letter K. Take a close look, and then let's close the book and see if you can remember anything that starts with the letter K. I will write things that start with the letter K, and we'll think together. Let's see what we're gonna write on. We're gonna write on a kite. Kite starts with the letter K. Now let's think of some things that start with the letter K. What do you remember from the book or the cheer that starts with a K? I'm thinking of something that is an animal that lives in Australia. That's where kangaroos live too, but I'm thinking of a different K animal. Do you know what it is? They live in the trees. Right, a koala. Koala starts with the letter K. Now I'm thinking of something you use to start your car. Right, keys. Keys starts with the letter K. Now I'm thinking of something that is the name for a baby cat. Do you know what a baby cat is called? A kitten, right. Kitten starts with the letter K. All of these start with the same letter, the letter K. And the last thing I'm thinking of, I'm not sure you'll know the name of it, but it's like a canoe, and someone sits in it and paddles down the lake or the river. Right, if you can think about it, it's called a kayak. Kayak starts with a K. Okay, now we've thought of things that start with the letter K. Now, let's look at our rainbow writing page. Remember, every page has a capital and a lowercase letter. You can have a grown-up write it on a piece of paper or in a notebook for you and put the red dot where you should start your letter K. And we're going to do it with 3 colors like normal. You can do it with more than that, and you can use crayons or pens. I'm using pens, and what color did I pick? Blue. I'm going to start at the red dot. And remember, for most letters, we're going to start with a line that goes down first. So we go down, and then we go in and out. And the little letter is exactly the same, except for the in and out is a little bit smaller. So the little K, we start on the red dot, and we make that line down again, and we go in and out. Right, so that's the first color. Now I'm going to go 2 more. Do you know what color this is? Brown. So we go down and we go in and out. And the little letter K is the same. You go down, but you make a smaller in and out. And this is kind of tricky. My preschooler showed me this one time. If you turn it this way, boop, it looks like the letter V on a line. They noticed that and showed me that. The last letter, or the last color we're going to use is this color, green. And we're going to say the letter and the letter sound as we do it. Okay, cake, 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 cake. That's the letter and the letter sound for K. Now remember, you can turn your page over, and on the back you can think of something that starts with the letter K. It can be one of our pictures from our book, something from our cheer, something you just want to make that you think would be fun to draw. And you can draw any K thing you want. I'm going to draw something that's like another circle. I don't know. I wonder if I can go all the way through the alphabet making circles for my drawings. We'll see. But this one I'm going to make has a brown outside. So it's got this brown outside that I'm going to go around and around and around and make a round brown circle. And then it has a green inside. And it has little seeds in it. It has little seeds in it because it's a fruit. Do you know what I drew? I drew a kiwi. So whatever you draw, you can have a grown-up write the word next to it of what you drew. I'm going to write the word kiwi. Kiwi. This is a kiwi fruit. There's a kiwi. Yes. Okay. The next thing I want to share with you is some information about kangaroos. My preschoolers shared this information with me, and we made a book called Children on Safari, and it's all interesting facts about different animals, and this one has all about kangaroos, and I'll read them to you because then you can share them with other people too. Brian said kangaroos live in Australia. Claire says the baby is a joey. The mommy's called a doe. Allie said the daddies are called boomers. And Gabriel said the daddies can also be called bucks. Ashley said the babies are blind when they're born. We learned that about a different animal too. Kennedy said they are as little as worms when they're born. Tucker said when they're born, they have no hair. Savannah said they can drink milk out of their mommy's pouch. Max says when it gets bigger, the joey stays out of its mommy's pouch. The pouch is the little pocket that the kangaroo has on the front, and when they get too big, they can't ride in that pouch anymore. Emma says they eat grass and leaves. Let's see what else they said about kangaroos. Holden said kangaroos can jump as fast as your car. They're pretty fast. Maylin said the group is called a mob. A group of kangaroos is a mob. Barrett said they can go without water for a long time. Remember, we learned camels can do that too. And Emma said they are awake at night. Do you remember that name? It's called nocturnal. That's what it means when they're awake at night. So kangaroos wake up when we go to bed. This is kind of a dark picture, but I'll hold it real close so you can see it better. That is a picture of a kangaroo. And that kangaroo has a pouch in the very front that it carries its baby in till it gets too big. And you see it's dark out. That's why the picture's hard to see, because we learned that they're awake at night. They're nocturnal. So that's some interesting information about kangaroos. The last thing I want to do with you, do you remember what we do at the very end now? Yes, we find things that start with the letter K. And so when I'm done, you can go around your school or your home or wherever you are and look for things that start with the letter K. And I did that here. My preschoolers used to do that and then bring it to preschool and then share things that started with the letter K. But I did it here, and let's see if you can guess what I have in the bag. I'm going to give you clues this time instead of just taking them all out. I like to give clues sometimes. This is something you might put with mustard on your hamburger or hot dog. Do you know what it is? It's ketchup. Ketchup. Yes, that's something we like to eat on our hamburger or hot dogs. That's delicious sometimes. Sometimes people like it, sometimes people don't. This is another something you would eat. It's a fruit, and I drew a picture of it. Do you remember what that was? Right, a kiwi. See how it's brown on the outside? And if you cut into it, there's golden kiwis that are yellow, but this one is green. It's a green kiwi. Do you remember what a baby cat is called? A kitten. This is a baby cat. It's a kitten. She's white. She's very small. What do you start your car with? Do you remember? A key. Keys also help you get into places, maybe like your house. Yeah, key. And I have one more thing. When you blow your nose, sometimes you use a Kleenex. That's a type of tissue. A tissue type is called a Kleenex, and that starts with K. So we've seen a few things that start with K. Before you go, let's do the kangaroos cheer one more time. Do you remember the sign language? You put your fingers up like you're making the number 2. Put your thumb in the middle. And then this is Katie. That's right, Katie kangaroo. And her sound is K. So let's do her cheer together. K, K for Katie kangaroo. Kindergarten, kids and keys, kittens, kisses, kites like we have behind me, kerchoo, cake for Katie kangaroo. And that's the letter K. I'm so glad that you joined me today. It's so fun having you here with me. I love sharing all of the information about letters and letter sounds with you. I like learning together, just like I did with my preschoolers for so many years. And I look forward to seeing you again soon. And when you come back, we'll be on the next letter. We did K, and after K comes L. And L says la. La. Next time we'll do the letter L. Can you think before you come next time what animal starts with the letter L sound? La. La. I wonder if you'll be able to guess. I hope so. Anyway, until next time, I'll see you soon. Bye.